Hello, this is Scott from the Living History School. Today I'd like to show you a few books in my library that are great for preppers and survivalists and just general knowledge, bushcraft and gardening. I'm going to show you 6 books I have here. 2 books are by Cody Lundin, who's one of the stars of the Dual Survivor TV series. But I knew him before the TV series. But these are both real good books just for general overviews of what to do in disasters, and this one's a really good one just for basic wilderness survival skills. It's very well written, easy to read, and has lots of pictures, which are kind of nice too. This book here is one of my favorite for kind of a gardening in the apocalypse, I guess. It's The Resilient Gardener by Deppe. She's a local author here in Oregon, and she talks about food production and self-reliance in uncertain times. And basically she talks about growing of corn, beans, and squash, things like this. A lot of things that Native Americans used, that Indian people used in the Southwest, but can be incorporated to your area. And then she also talks about potatoes, how the history of potatoes were one of a survival food, and then just all kinds of stuff on gardening but coming from a kind of a survival aspect. You know, she talks about you don't want to be growing a garden salad garden. You want stuff that pioneers grew, like dent corn and beans and squash and things that that will last over the winter time. This book here is a great one for if you live in the Pacific Northwest, and it's kind of a field guide, but what's really cool is it has all the native uses of plants in here too. So this is by Pojar and Mackinnon, and so it breaks down, like for instance, let's go to the trees. So it talks about cedar, life of cedars, and then it has all the Indian uses of cedar for our area. So this is a great book for just overall field guide, but also from a native perspective. This book here is another local author, Portland, Oregon. And this can apply to anybody anywhere in the country. These are all plants that you can find in your neighborhood. It just growing along the sides of ditches and roadsides and things. And it's called Edible Wild Plants from Wild Foods from Dirt to Plate, and that's by John Kallas, PhD. And he doesn't just talk about edible plants, but he shows you how to prepare them. So, like for instance, here's chickweed and the different ways and how to harvest chickweed, correctly, and how to prepare it into salads and things like that. So this is one of the coolest books, and it's all not just a field guide, but it just shows you how to make the food, and when to harvest it. Because you can't just go out there and harvest it, plants in any particular time and think you're going to make something edible. And so this book is a great book for that. And this last book is another one of my favorite, by Nancy Turner. She's an ethnobiologist. It's a person that studies plants relative to like native peoples. And this is a book on food plants of interior peoples of British Columbia, and it goes into all the Aboriginal uses of. Here's blue elderberry, and talks about the Aboriginal uses and how to prepare them and such. So that's a quick look at 6 books that I would recommend. Some of them are more Northwest specific to my area, but definitely four out of the 6 that I showed you here you can use them anywhere. So if I was going to start a library, these would probably be one of the first 6 books I would get, along with just general field guides on plants and animals and things like that. So thanks for joining me on Living History School, and there's a quick 5 minutes of six books that I would recommend. Thanks for watching.